This call is now being recorded.
Good afternoon. Today we will see design of pressure vessels. One project is there for your term work. Already we have seen theory related to pressure vessel. Now from today onwards we will start that design project. Therefore please write down this data. Design of pressure vessel data. A, first of all, here shell should be there. Here shell, this data is for shell, means that outer cover or that outer surface of the pressure vessel. Therefore shell, its internal diameter is equal to 1200 mm. Material thickness, sorry, material stainless steel 0.5 cr 18 ni 11 mo3. Permissible stress at 150 degrees Celsius is equal to 130 Newton per mm square. Internal pressure is equal to 0.3 Newton per mm square. Then head, head means end closure of the pressure vessel, flanged and shallow head. External diameter is equal to 1200 mm. Crown radius 1200 mm. Knuckle radius 72 mm. Material again same, that is stainless steel 0.5 cr 18 ni 11 mo3. Then flanges material carbon steel grade 1 IS 2002. Permissible stress up to 250 degrees Celsius is equal to 95 Newton per mm square. And gasket, material of the gasket is equal to asbestos. Please write down this. I will give you 2 to 3 minutes. Please write down. Okay, whether you are writing, all the students should write. Okay, I think you are written. Another data is there for bolts. Material is equal to hot rolled carbon steel. Permissible stress at 50 degrees Celsius is equal to 58.7 Newton per mm square. Then permissible stress at 200 degrees Celsius is equal to 54.5 Newton per mm square. Nozzle welded to head. Internal diameter is equal to 150 mm. Thickness is equal to 3 mm. Material is equal to stainless steel. 0.5 Cr18 Ni11 MO3. Therefore, this much data is there. Now we'll design. Design means what? We will find out thickness of shell. Then whatever we have seen, that nozzle thickness, area of compensation, then flange thickness, what is the load, what are the bolts, dimensions of the bolts, dimension of the nozzle, everything we will find out. Therefore, this is the, it will take maybe say 6 to 7 pages write up is there back to back. 6 to 7 pages, and afterwards you have to draw the sheet also. That sheet I will provide the pictures of the sheet. You can draw it. Therefore, I think you have written it. Therefore, first of all, now first of all we'll see design of shell. 1 minute. Therefore, design of shell. Now, first of all, you have to calculate design pressure. Therefore, write down internal design pressure. Internal design pressure is equal to 0.3 plus 0.03, which is equal to 0.33 Newton per mm square. We have to multiply by 1.1 to this 0.3. Design pressure is equal to 1.1 times existing pressure, or whatever this internal pressure is there. Therefore, 1.1 into 0.3 means 0.33 Newton per mm square. Now, thickness of shell. Therefore, this is design pressure. Design pressure. Now, thickness of shell. Thickness of shell. Thickness of shell T is given by P into Di divided by 2F into efficiency minus P. Therefore, weld joint efficiency, here write down, assume weld joint efficiency neta is equal to 85%. Then stress, they have given 130 Newton per m square. That value you have to write. P means this design pressure you have to take. Therefore, T is equal to P design pressure 0.33 into Di Di means internal diameter 1200 mm. 1200 divided by 2 into F, it is given 130 into 0.85 minus 0.33. Therefore, T is equal to, you are getting 1.8 mm. All the students should write this 1.8 mm, which is nearly equal to, we will take it as 2 mm. Therefore, next, however, therefore this 2 mm thickness is there. Now here corrosion allowance they have not provided. Why they have not provided? Because material is stainless steel. Therefore you write down no corrosion allowance. No corrosion allowance. Allowance is necessary for stainless steel material. Stainless steel material. Now we'll find out different loads acting on the pressure vessel. Therefore, write down heading combined loadings. Combined loadings based on based on 2 mm thickness. Combined loadings based on 2 mm thickness. Therefore, you write down here. First of all, we will determine the stress, tangential or hoop stress. Tangential or sorry, tangential. 1 minute. Tangential or hoop stress or hoop stress. Ft is equal to P into di plus T divided by 2T, which is equal to 0.33 into bracket 1200 plus 2 divided by 2 into 2. Thickness we have got, it is 2. Therefore, through calculation we are getting Ft is equal to 99.2 Newton per mm square. This is tensile. Now stress due to internal pressure. Stress due to internal pressure. Stress due to internal pressure. Therefore, F1 is equal to P into di divided by 4t, which is equal to 0.33 into 1200 divided by 4 into 2. Therefore, F1 is equal to 49.5 Newton per mm square tensile. Now next is, I think you write this. I will wait for 2 minutes. Please write down. Therefore, next, stress due to weight of vessel and contents. Stress due to weight of vessel and contents. Therefore, F2 is equal to W divided by pi t into bracket D plus T, where W is equal to weight of vessel and content. Weight of vessel and contents, which they have given it as 3200 kg. They have provided in the data, they have not provided, but separately they have provided in the book. Therefore, F2 is equal to 3200 into 9.81 divided by pi into 2 into D plus T, means 1200 plus 2. Therefore, F2 we are getting it as 4.24 Newton per mm square compressive. Now, since this is horizontal pressure vessel, therefore there will not act wind load. For vertical vessel only wind load is there. Therefore, write down no wind load we have to consider. Therefore, F3 is equal to 0 right here, since horizontal pressure vessel. Horizontal pressure vessel. Therefore, you write down total stress in axial direction. Therefore, total stress in axial direction FA is equal to F1 plus F2, which is equal to 49.5 minus 4.24. Since this is the compressive stress F2, we have taken its negative sign. Therefore, stress in axial direction FA is equal to 45.26 Newton per mm square. Therefore, another value they have given, torque due to offset piping. Therefore, write down here torque due to offset piping. Torque due to offset piping, capital T, is equal to 500 Newton meter. This is given. Please write down this. I will wait for 2 minutes. Therefore, you write down here again stress due to offset piping. Stress due to offset piping Fs is equal to 2 into capital T torque divided by pi T di into di plus T, which is equal to 2 into 500 into 10 raised to 3. Why 10 raised to 3? Because we have to calculate in mm. That's why here meter is converted into mm by multiplying 10 raised to 3 divided by pi into 2 into di means 1200 into again di plus T 1200 plus 2. Therefore, Fs is equal to 0.11 Newton per mm square. 0.11 Newton per mm square. Therefore, since you write here, since Fs is too small, therefore it is neglected. This 0.11 Newton per mm square, this stress is, this value of the stress is too much small. That's why it is neglected. Now we have to find out resultant stress. We have to find out resultant stress or equivalent stress. Therefore, write down the formula. Write down, therefore, according to shear strain theory, shear strain theory criterion, equivalent stress, equivalent stress Fr is given by into bracket Ft square minus Ft into Fa plus Fa square plus 3Fs square bracket raised to 1 by 2 means it is in square root. Now since fs is negligible, we will take fs as 0. Therefore, to write here fs is negligible. Therefore, fs is equal to 0. Therefore, substitute the required values. Fr is equal to into bracket 99.2 square minus 99.2 into 45.26 plus 45.26 square bracket raised to 1 by 2. Therefore, equivalent stress is coming as Fr is equal to 86 Newton per mm square tensile. Equivalent stress is coming as, therefore you can write down C both Fr and Fa are less than permissible tensile stress. Permissible tensile stress. What is the value of permissible tensile stress? That is 130 Newton per mm square. Therefore, this is nothing but now design of shell. Now we will design head design. That is head design. I think please write down for 2 minutes. Complete it within 2 minutes. Okay, I think you have written. Therefore, next is head design. Head design, they have given head flanged and shallow dished head, flanged and shallow dished head. Therefore, already we are knowing that internal design pressure is equal to 0.33 Newton per m square. Therefore, write down internal design pressure is equal to 0.33 Newton per mm square. Therefore, you write down thickness of head. Thickness of head TH is equal to P into RC into W divided by 2FJ. J means joint efficiency. Therefore, write down here where RC is equal to crown radius. RC is equal to crown radius which is given 1200 mm. W is equal to stress intensification factor. Stress intensification factor which is equal to 1 by 4 into bracket 3 plus square root of RC divided by R1. R1 means knuckle radius. R1 means knuckle radius. Where you write down R1 is equal to R1 is equal to knuckle radius. KNU CKLE knuckle radius which is given as R1 is equal to 72 mm. It is given in given data. Therefore, you write down here W is equal to W is equal to 1 by 4 into bracket 3 plus square root of 1200 divided by 72. Therefore, stress intensification factor you are getting it as W is equal to 1.75 through calculation. Therefore, write down this. Now we will calculate thickness of nozzle. Now thickness of nozzle or thickness of head, sorry, thickness of head TH is equal to PRCW divided by 2FJ. F stress they have provided it as 130 Newton per m square. Therefore, that value we will take. J means joint efficiency. We have to consider it as 1. Therefore, now write down F is equal to given data. Given data. F is equal to 130 Newton per mm square and joint efficiency J is equal to 1. Therefore, substitute these values here in TH. Therefore, TH is equal to therefore TH is equal to 0.33 into 1200 into 1.75 divided by 2 into 130 into 1. Therefore, thickness of head TH, it is coming it as 2.66 mm. Therefore, you write down here, consider TH is equal to 4 mm. Here you write down, no corrosion allowance is necessary. No corrosion allowance is necessary. Therefore, write down here, straight flange length, straight, S-T-R-A-I-G, straight flange length, straight flange length is equal to 3 into 4 is equal to 12 mm. Straight flange length 3 into 4, that is 3 times thickness. Therefore, minimum specified, they have specified it as minimum straight flange length should be 20 mm. Therefore, you write down here, minimum specified is equal to 20 mm. Therefore, again I will revise. Design of shell, internal design pressure is taken as, here I will write again, 1.1 times internal pressure. Internal pressure. Therefore, 1.1 into 0.3 is equal to 0.33 Newton per m square. Thickness of shell T is equal to P di divided by 2F neta minus P. Therefore, substituting the values, T is equal to 1.8 mm, it is nearly equal to 2 mm. Now, corrosion allowance is not required because of stainless steel material. Now, combined loadings based on 2 mm thickness, tangential stress we have calculated Ft is equal to 99.2 Newton per m square. Then, stress due to internal pressure F1 is equal to 49.5 Newton per m square we have calculated tensile. Now, stress due to weight of vessel and contents F2 is equal to W divided by pi t into bracket D plus T, where W is equal to weight of vessel and contents, which is equal to 3200 kg given. Therefore, F2 we are getting it as 4.24 compressive, 4.24 Newton per m square. No wind load, since therefore F3 is equal to 0. Why wind load is not there? Because vessel is horizontal pressure vessel. For vertical pressure vessel only we have to consider wind load. When wind is flowing, therefore it is going to impact on that vertical pressure vessel. At that time we have to consider wind load considering its velocity. Therefore, total stress in axial direction Fa is equal to F1 plus F2, which is equal to 49.5 minus 4.24, which is equal to 45.26 Newton per m square. Now, torque due to offset piping T is equal to 500 Newton meter they have given. Therefore, stress due to offset piping Fs we have calculated it as 0.11 Newton per m square. Since Fs is too small, it is therefore it is neglected. Therefore, according to shear strain theory criteria, equivalent stress we have calculated Fr is equal to 86 Newton per m square tensile. Both Fr and Fa are less than permissible tensile stress, which is 130 Newton per m square. Therefore, our design is safe. That is thickness, whatever we have taken 2 mm, it is safe. Now, head design, flanged and shallow dished head. Internal design pressure is equal to 0.33 Newton per m square. Thickness of head TH is equal to PRCW divided by 2FJ. RC is equal to crown radius, W stress intensification factor 1.75. Now all values are given. We have calculated W is equal to 1.75. Now given data again, F is equal to stress 130 Newton per m square, joint efficiency J is equal to 1. Therefore, thickness of head, we are getting it as 2.66 mm. Now we have to consider thickness of head. Consider TH is equal to 4 mm. As no corrosion, if you will take 4 mm, therefore corrosion loss is not necessary. Now straight flange length is equal to 3 times thickness, which is equal to 3 into 4 is equal to 12 mm, but minimum specified is equal to 20 mm. Therefore, today we will stop here. Again, in the next practical, we will see. Please don't leave the class. I have to write your attendance. Next time we will see flange design, then bolt design, then nozzle reinforcement design. These three calculations we will see, and then that drawings are there. I will share that drawings with you. You have to draw the drawings on the drawing sheet. Therefore, let me write the attendance. Please wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Okay, we will stop here. Again, we will require 2 to 3 practicals again. At the end, I will share the next practical. Also, I will share the some images of the drawing sheet. Thank you very much. We will stop here. Thank you.